If you're a CNC machinist, you're likely familiar with the ER Collet system for holding tools. It's simple and beyond flexible. Now, this one style of holder can carry just about every type and size of cutting tool that we have in the shop. Every machinist needs to be able to identify these three types of collets by sight and know when we use each and why. We have the inside information for you on the tools we use most in this Haas Tip of the Day. These are our standard ER Collets, and we use them so often that they've become almost boring to us. And what makes them special is their ability to flex. They can move in and out quite a bit, and they can hold a wide range of tool shank diameters. Each of these collets has a 1 millimeter range. That's about 40 thousandths of an inch. That means that with this one ER32 collet kit, we can hold tools between 2 millimeters and 20 millimeters. And if we go down to an ER16, we can hold tools that are just a 0.5 millimeter in diameter. Now, while we can use standard collets for most tools, there are times when we need to specialize. So, standard collets for most tools, sealed collets when we're running through spindle coolant, TSC, and tapping collets when we want to hold a tap. Now, the big question is, do we really need to use a tapping collet when tapping? Or can we just use a standard collet? And the answer is really useful, really fascinating. These are special torque wrenches with memory needles, and we can use them to measure the breakaway torque of our tools in different holders. Now, I went ahead and checked a bunch of different tap sizes, and I checked them in both standard and tapping collets. And while this was definitely not an exhaustive scientific test, I have to tell you, I was really impressed with the results I saw using tapping collets. Our grip strength increased by 2 to 3-fold just by moving to a tap collet. Now, these collets are unique in a couple different ways. Number one, they are on-size collets. The idea is being ground to fit a single tap size. Beyond this, each tap collet has a square receiver built into it that mates with a particular size tap for a positive lock. Together, these features give us an ideal precision interface for our taps that give us measurable improvements in both runout and grip strength. Now, I've tapped tens of thousands of holes, holding taps in standard ER collets, and most of the time it's been just fine. Standard collets typically have enough grip strength to hold a tap, especially a smaller tap, beyond its breaking point. But I have to tell you, when I have a tap collet in the size that I'm looking for, it makes me happy. And the reason for that is it saves me time. Usually I will walk across the room to my box, I will grab my calipers, I will measure the shank on the tool, which is always a really odd size, and then carefully choose my collet. With tap collets, I just find the collet that fits, drop it in until it seats, and I'm done. No more measuring the shanks on your taps because you haven't memorized every single one of these odd size shank diameters. In fact, we'll go ahead and post that for you in case you'd like to memorize those numbers. Here they are for you. You can look at them and go ahead and memorize them at your leisure. But for me, I would just rather go with a tap collet and be done with it. Now, all of our tap collets have the tap sizes written right on the face. No measurements needed, no calipers. If I have a 1/4-20 or a 1/4-28 tap, I will just find the tap collet that says 1/4 inch on it, drop it in, and I'm good to go. If I have a 1/2-13 or a 1/2-20 tap, I will find the tap collet that says 1/2 inch, and I'm all set. No worries about shank sizes. These taps will only fit in one of these collets. And remember that coarse threads take more torque to tap than fine threads, and roll form taps require more torque than cut taps. Now, this isn't a tapping video, this is a collet video, but I've got to tell you, if your tap is actually loosening up, spinning in a collet, there's a couple things we can check right off the bat. Number one, check your coolant concentration. If that coolant concentration is low, your tap is working twice as hard as it should, and that's going to require more torque. check your coolant, it matters. And number 2, check what size ER collet holder that you're using. For the same size tap, an ER32 holder is going to have a lot more grip on your tool than an ER25. And an ER25 holder will have more grip on your tap than an ER16. And this goes across the board, even when we're talking about end mills. Running a 1/2-inch end mill in an ER32 collet might give us a 25% bump in grip strength over an ER25 collet of the same size. If tool holder clearance doesn't matter, but grip force does, then go big. The purpose of through spindle coolant, TSC, is to focus that coolant right on our tool's cutting edge, the tip of our tool where all of the cutting action happens. And to do that effectively, we need to use sealed collets. Now these focus that coolant through the tool instead of around it. The upper portion of these two collets, standard and sealed, look pretty similar to each other as we see them side by side. Now the slits might be slightly shorter on our sealed collet, but they are close. The lower slits on our sealed collets have been shortened though. Now this traps the coolant, keeping it from ever reaching the groove on our collet. Now if the coolant reaches this extraction groove, there is no stopping it. It flows around the tool and out every slot in the collet. These sealed collets prevent this, and they are brilliant. Now the shank of the tool must be fully seated in the collet in order to seal, covering the upper slots completely. Now this is how we can recognize a sealed collet, by these shortened slots that never reach the extractor groove or the face of the collet. Even if your machine does not have TSC, it's important that we can recognize a sealed collet because they are on size. They're designed to be used with only one shank diameter. That's because they are precision collets. They need to be in order to seal the coolant perfectly. If we try to put a smaller tool than specified in an on-size collet, we would run into problems. We would lose gripping strength, or we could actually damage the collet and the collet nut. Our sealed collets are marked with the letter S, like ERS32, but a lot of vendors don't put any markings whatsoever on their sealed collets. That's why we need to be able to recognize on-size sealed collets by sight. Standard collets, sealed collets, and tapping collets. Now beyond this, we've made an entire video on all the details of ER tool holders, and we'll link to that in the description, so check it out. Well, thanks for letting us be a part of your success, and for watching this Haas Tip of the Day.